Hello and welcome to Zero Cool Gaming and today's anime review. Today we're going to be talking about the anime Ghost Stories, specifically the English dub of Ghost Stories, which I normally don't recommend dubs, but this particular dub has a unique history and a very interesting way of doing it. You see, this particular anime in Japan did poorly because, well, it wasn't a very good anime. But when it was brought over here to the US, and this of course before the time of insanity that we live in today, the interpreters, no, let's say the voice actors, decided that it would be a good idea to make a quote unquote comedy parody of the anime itself, and they did an excellent job. They made a great, hilarious show out of this anime. You would like good comedy? This is good comedy. This show had me laughing all over the place. And to be honest, I enjoy a good comedy. So, as with anything that is enjoyable in this world today, the reviewers hated it. And they just didn't hate it, people. Oh my god, these reviews are like the devil himself rose up from hell and developed this thing for our absolute, horror. They feel that this is, the worst um, work works ever created. You would think that, the apocalypse was coming by the way that they wrote about it. But in truth, it is, like I said, an hilarious comedy. They took the characters, they made new characters out of them, and it works. It really works well with each other. The voice actors play off of each other very well. They seem to enjoy what they were doing. And the result of that was an enjoyable anime that, even if you don't like the subjects that are being discussed, you can enjoy the interactions that occur. You can enjoy the banter that occurs. There is nothing bad about this anime in any way, shape, or form. In fact, this anime has some of the best bantering I've ever seen. Um, of course, I've seen good comics that are very good at banter. I mean, Robin Williams being one of them. Oh, who's that other guy? Man, I am just horrible with names. I'm sure it'll come to me at some point. But there are good comics out there who had good routines, routines that I absolutely enjoyed. Um, Not a lot of them, obviously, but the few that I did enjoy, I enjoyed most of the stuff that they did. Not all of it, obviously, but most of it. Um, yeah, that guy that did the one about 7 words you're not allowed to say on TV. I'm so horrible with names, but I'm sure you guys can figure out who that was. But anyway, we're talking about Ghost Stories here. Ghost Stories is basically just a compilation. It's 20 episodes, so it's not that long. A compilation of different ghost stories that revolve around the school and this family and this girl. Um, Apparently, the girl within the show mother was actually the principal of the previous school, so they do a few interesting things with that. And of course, it's I guess you could say it's kind of like it's not a horror, but I think originally it was supposed to be kind of a scary anime, and they completely removed any form of scare out of it because they turned it into an absolute comedy. But it's a good show. I enjoyed it. Everything about it, I enjoyed it. Um, but I'll go ahead and read like the first paragraph of one of these reviews so that you can get an idea of the horror and scathing that they have for this work of art. Um, Is any work so scathing that one cannot comment upon it, critique it, criticize it, even lampoon it? Conservative theologians regard Scripture as the Word of God, yet they write massive tomes discussing what its text means. The most revered art in the world is often ripe for parody. How many funny variations of the 16th Chapel can you find being sold at flea markets? Even if the most hollowed work is open for satire, surely one can materialize the fact that purely commercial in nature. Yes, yes. This goes to the heart of the debate of a show like Ghost Stories, the program, a 19-episode series. I think it's 20, not 19, by the way. Being released by AD Films, has only one dub. A dub that takes the central plot and then adds numerous humorous riffs. And why not? A faithful subtitled version is being included with the release as well. So, one can see what the show's creators originally intended. But bringing a show to the US is not always as simple, and especially when it's a show like Ghost Stories. Intended for your younger audience, it absolutely is not. This is intended for adults, but inappropriate due to the US standards of content for children. It simply wouldn't be a top seller with a straight translation. Obviously not, that's why they redid it. ADV has made a controversial decision to spice it up so that older audience will buy the series because there's an authentic version also attached. It's a mute point to me, but you know, who can argue that dub fans should have a faithful version? But don't fill my email about it. It's just not my point of view. Although I think ADV was nuts to deliberately disparage the original form of the show. They own the US rights to the show. They can advertise it any way they want. I mean, you can see where this is going, right? It just gets worse from there. It's disgusting what these people have done. It's got every ism and, you name it in there. If they could call it a name, they called it that name. You can guarantee it. These reviewers hated it just like they hate us. And that's kind of the point that I'm coming to here. Reviewers today that are literally paid to review this type of stuff, they hate it. Anything that's actually good, they hate. Because they want you to only watch, only listen to, and only pay attention to their agenda-pushing propaganda, which pushes their communist agenda. And it's not just communist, it's the removal of rights, the removal of, beliefs, the hollow morals and values, virtues, the easy way, as I put it. And of course, they love anything that is just woke. And what is woke? Well, that's the removal of your rights, of course. Because these people don't believe in free speech, they believe in hate speech, and anything they don't agree with is, of course, hate speech. And this show would absolutely qualify. Why? Because they have no humor. That's why comedy is dead today. They want to destroy all fun in the world, obviously. So they had to absolutely destroy this show with every bone and fiber of their body. Oh, joy. You gotta love the reviewers, who are paid to tell you what you should think. But my view of Ghost Stories is that this is one of the best shows I have ever seen as far as a comedy goes. And it's a good comedy because those who dubbed it here in the US from ADV Films obviously had a great time doing it, enjoyed the banter between one another, and created one of the best comedy cartoon animes I have ever seen. So, if you would like to watch an hilarious, enjoyable cartoon anime, go out and watch Ghost Stories. It's worth the time. And that's my rant for the day, and I hope you enjoy the rest of yours.